Hey, Nico. Say hi. So tonight, this is a Cucina Quarantena coming live to you from my dad's backyard. So, what you doing, Dad?
Well, we're in the process of making barbecue chicken, but actually, a couple of weeks ago, my wife came up with this recipe, and actually, what we did is we put the chicken in a bag like this and filled it with juice and did it like that. It was absolutely delicious. I never thought of putting lime juice on chicken, but it came out great.
Cool. So you want to show us what you're doing?
Yeah, well, what I did is I braised the chicken on the hot side for a couple of minutes to get it looking nice. Then I turned this burner off. Yeah. So now we're going to just slow cook it. Cool. So while you're getting the rice ready, we're just going to slow cook the chicken. And by the way, folks out there, if you've noticed, I don't have a beard this time. The reason I don't have a beard is that was one of my wife's presents as Mother's Day, to shave my beard. So now I'm normal.
I don't think you're normal, Dad. I don't think you've ever been normal.
I've never been normal.
No, you've never been normal.
The idea is that you braise it and get a nice color on the chicken on this side. Yep. And then put it on this side and turn the flame off and just let it slow cook. Okay. And how are you feeling about the argument that you and Mom had about flipping the chicken or not? What are you have strong opinions about flipping chicken. My wife always watches these cooking shows and she believes everything we say. But technically what I do is when I cook chicken, I have my barbecue sauce beside me and a brush. Yeah. And I'll constantly rotate the chicken, putting more barbecue sauce on the chicken because it creates a layer, a nice thick layer of barbecue sauce, and it tastes delicious. So whatever those TV shows are saying, boo humbug.
Strong words from my dad, yes. All right, so Luca and I, here's Luca today. Luca and I are going to head inside into my mom's kitchen, and we are going to start with our piece of Cucina Quarantena, which is we are going to make some rice to go with it. So I've made fried rice for my mom a few different times, and she has asked me again and again to show people how to do it because this is a great quarantine kitchen idea, how to take rice and whatever you've got in your fridge and turn it into a dish. And we thought that would be great to go along with the chicken. So
show the people my pretty wife.
Okay. My mother, who's very shy and doesn't want to be on camera. Hey, Mom. How's it going?
Everybody loves you.
Hi, Sarah.
Do you want to go be a scale figure and show everybody how tiny Grandma is?
Okay. Yeah. Now I have to dig in the picture too now. Somebody's family picture.
Family picture.
Now we know how small Grandma is.
Yeah, my mom is pretty tiny. All right, so Luca, you're going to go ahead and take the camera.
And here we are.
All right, so what we're going to do today, I have already cooked up some white rice. So if you were making risotto the other day and you had some leftover rice that you wanted to cook up, or let's say you had white rice with like teriyaki or something, it's better even if it's a day old and it's a little bit crunchy. So this is a good way to use up rice that if you have extra. I just made this fresh, so I made it about an hour ago, and that's fine, it'll work. I love this as yet another one of these examples of dishes you can make with just whatever you've got. It's a very nice poor man's kind of dish, and considering that we're all trying to save money right now, this is a really easy way to save it. I mean, if you ordered fried rice from a restaurant, it's probably going to cost you, I don't know, like $10 for a pot of fried rice, but this is going to cost virtually nothing. So we've got a wok here. You don't need a wok. You can use any kind of frying pan that you wish. One of the tricks I learned in Asia, actually, and this is going to just, we'll have to be patient here for a second, is that when you're stir frying stuff, you heat the pan up really hot before you put anything in. And that is what's going to keep it being non-stick. There's something about that. I don't know if it's going to work on this pan. It should be a stainless steel pan if you're going to do it that way, but we're going to follow that anyhow. So here's our ingredients. We've got white rice. You could do brown, whatever you've got. We have olive oil, as usual. We have garlic. This is just what my mom's got in her fridge. We've got ginger. Yeah. We've got soy sauce. We've got an egg, one egg. And then we've got some vegetables. My mom had some frozen vegetables that are just, you know, mixed snap peas and broccoli and carrots, and she's already cooked those up. If you had leftover vegetables from dinner, that would be fine. Typically what I use for this dish is I use fresh carrots, and if I have broccoli and onions, and I dice all that stuff up and saute that at the beginning. But we aren't in my kitchen today, so we'll be using the frozen vegetables, which that's just fine, if that's what you've got. Okay, so I think we can get rolling. This is such an easy thing. I just think it's so funny that so many people don't know how to make fried rice. It just seems like such a no-brainer to me. Oh, and Luca actually there's one ingredient I know Luca's going to want to put in here. And what is that, Luca? What's going to add the umami flavor?
Fish sauce.
Fish sauce. And lo and behold, Grandma actually has fish sauce in her refrigerator.
Grandma.
So, Grandma.
I was surprised.
I know. Grandma doesn't typically have
surprised
stuff like that in her refrigerator. So because we're using the frozen vegetables, this is going to come together in an absolute snap. It's going to be really fast. And I love any of these recipes. Even though this is not Italian, it is Italian in inspiration because what we're working with here is what we've got. And reusing things is the Italian way. So I'm going to put the rice in there and push that to the side for just a moment. And then I'm going to go ahead and toss in some garlic. Just a little. Oh, actually I like garlic a lot, so I'm going to put in a lot of garlic.
That's going to be really good.
And then I'm going to toss in some of the ginger.
Oh, smells.
I don't have any good. Okay, let me use my finger. Sorry, Mom. Use my finger. All right. Let's get that in. Now, a wok, if you've never used one before, the point of the shape of a wok is to do what I'm doing here. You can push things up on the side, and you can be cooking something in the center over the heat, and you can leave, you know, the rice or whatever it is on the sides to just sit and warm. So. All right, that smells really good already. Garlic and ginger. Okay, I think that's probably easy enough. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to toss in. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just toss the rice around now.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
You act like you're surprised. Hey, Grandpa, do you have anything from the herb garden you want to toss in here?
Well, we have lots of herbs out there. We got.
Do you have chives or something?
Chives and basil and...
Basil wouldn't work, but if you want to grab some chives and bring those and toss those in, that'd be great.
I love chives.
All right, so we've got the rice kind of starting to... We don't want clumps. You see, I'm kind of like, you know, separating the rice. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is add soy sauce. This is your choice how much. You might want to not put too much because it'll make it too salty. And always remember in all cooking... Start slow with the saltiness because you can't take salt out. And once you cross that salt line, ugh,
Yeah.
there's no going back.
There is a couple of things you can do if you accidentally add too much salt. You add a dash of lemon or lime juice, and you add a pinch of sugar. And that helps reduce the saltiness flavor, but it's just not going to taste the same.
It's not. Now, we could add bacon. A lot of times I'll start this dish with bacon. And I did not do that this time because we're doing a vegetarian version. But that would be typically how I'd start is by cooking up a couple strips of bacon.
Okay, I got some...
Cilantro?
Actually, it's parsley.
Oh, parsley.
Parsley and chives. So we'll just cut them up here and
Add them in.
make it nice and green for color. Okay.
And Daddy, I'm going to let you finish. You keep
Ooh, Grandpa.
Oh, Dad, you were supposed to be our guest star tonight.
Well, I am a star, but the question is what kind of a star?
Yeah, no doubt. All right. So now we're going to toss in the vegetables. Oh, there's just a little bit too much liquid. All right. Toss in the vegetables. And in a second, I'm going to taste it and see about our saltiness level and see if it needs that fish sauce that Luca is so desperate to put in. Luca's been putting fish sauce in everything, even rice-a-roni lately.
Hey.
That was a bridge too far, son.
That was a bridge too far, but I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't add.
Wouldn't add any salt, any more saltiness?
I think it's salty enough. Yeah, that's just me. All right, So we've done that, and now we're going to toss in the peas. There should always be frozen peas. You toss them in at the very end. So I'm going to mix these in, and then the very last ingredient is the eggy. So let's toss this around. And really, anything you've got in your house, in your garden, can go into your fried rice. So as we move into the summer, and you have random things ready in your yard, this is a really nice way to use up vegetables. Okay, so here's the most fun part of fried rice. So I'm going to let it kind of start frying a little bit more, but I'm going to start moving it into the volcano position. This is the fun part. So you kind of craft your rice into a mound. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to make a little hole in the middle. All right, and I need a fork. So now what we're going to do is just crack an egg into the center. And then you just kind of start doing this. Do you know where I learned to make this, Luca, fried rice?
Where'd you learn to make it?
Girl Scouts. When I was 9 years old, we did a unit on China because one of our Girl Scout companions, one of our in our troop, was adopted from China, and so her mom did this. She did a whole unit on Chinese cooking, so I learned how to use chopsticks.
Did I hear someone's got Girl Scout cookies?
No, I was not talking about that at all, Dad.
Oh, poor Grandpa.
Poor Grandpa.
You're gonna have to give him some Girl Scout cookies later in the day. We don't have any Girl Scout cookies.
Those mints, they're gorgeous.
All right.
That's a true lesson you should take away from today's video. Always freeze Thin Mints.
And I'm actually going to do another egg because I think it could use another egg because these are little teeny eggs. All right. And then same thing again. And then you just start mixing it in like this. There we go. All right, so thank you, whoever you are out there, Girl Scout mom from the Ventura Troop in 1986. You taught me how to make fried rice, and I've never forgotten it.
Okay, fun fact.
What's a fun
Did
fact?
you know that chickens actually come from forests in Southeast Asia?
What? What do you mean? Like the original chicken?
Yeah, the original chicken comes from Southeast Asia, and you see the bamboo in the forest only blooms once every, I think it's like once every decade. So
Yeah.
the chickens needed to eat up as much of that food as possible, and have and lay as many eggs in that time as possible. So that's why basically we use that function, and we just produce a whole bunch of eggs.
All right, I had no idea. Did somebody just say the dollar store has Thin Mint cookies? What the what? That can't be. And if it is, go buy a case of them and mail them to me. We are running dangerously low on our Girl Scout cookie stocks. I think I bought like 10 boxes when they came around, and I've been having one cookie a night, rationing them. All right, is this on? Your stove is very slow, Mom. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so this is almost done. And you know it's done when you can see that the egg that's in there is getting nice and cooked. We could have done spinach. Maybe when our spinach is ready, which it just about is, we could do a spinach stir fry with fried rice. And there you go. That's probably $10 worth of fried rice, and it's probably healthier. No MSG in it because it's just whatever we want. The bacon definitely would have been a nice addition, but next time. Oh, dang, that's good. Yep. All right. I love coming down to my parents' house because they live near Tacoma, Washington, in an area that's very rural, and it's got a lot of farms. And in about another month, we'll be able to go out to all of the farm stands around here, and they'll have vegetables and fruit and all kinds of good things. So they live, actually my parents live next door to a llama farm.
Yeah, the llamas there are so cool.
Yeah.
Well, don't get too close, they'll spit at you.
Yeah, they certainly do that. All right. I think that's pretty much it. So there you go, my friends. Fried rice in a jiffy from my parents' house. Dad, did you want to show them the chicken? Is it done?
The chicken's almost done, and I was thinking that the chicken is actually made with a lime juice, marinated with lime juice. You know what might taste really good in that?
What?
Is a little bit of malt vinegar. Yeah, I'm dead serious.
He's from Ireland, people. Don't listen to him.
I think it would actually taste great. And my wife's waving me off like, you're crazy. I'll bet it's really good. Look at, take the folks out in the backyard.
You take them. You take them.
Let's go and see our garden.
Let's see Grandma and Grandpa's garden.
We have a lot of the herbs right here, close to the barbecue. And some more herbs over here. And then we come this way. We have, they're in bloom right now. We got roses in bloom. We got beautiful azalea.
You know what else is in bloom right now? The rhododendrons. And those...
We don't have any rhododendrons, believe it or not, but we have poppies. See the poppies over there?
Hello, Nico.
Hi.
There's red and pink poppies over there.
Oh, I love poppies.
And then these are all blueberries.
All these in the summertime, you can just gorge yourself on them.
Rhubarb.
Pies with these.
Oh yeah, pie's good. And you can see our peas are coming up. Actually, they'll turn into the pods. Mm-hmm. I planted pods and edible pods and just regular peas.
Mm. And beets.
And the beets there, and the tomatoes are all doing really good over here. Mm. We've got lettuce. And we've got a gorgeous azalea. Boom. We have plum tree, pear tree, and a peach tree. And on the other side of the house, we have 2 apple trees. So we're ready for another pandemic.
See you guys, and we're gonna go get our chicken off the grill and enjoy a nice weekend lunch with my girl.
And I'm going to start growing my beard again. See you next time.
Don't encourage him, you guys. Thanks, Dad. All right, ciao. Back at our house, and who knows what we'll get up to, maybe some dessert, but lots of great things coming up this next week. There's going to be more coffee chat, there's going to be another lunch and learn, and I'm going to be joined again this week by my friend Ruth, who's going to cook with me from the Cinque Terre. So lots of good things coming up. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ciao.